It's your boy, Calix Boxing here. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos. I'm just reading, forgive me for looking down, but I'm reading this article on boxing scene or not boxing, badlefthook.com actually, and very good website. So check that out whenever you get a chance. I like how this guy writes because he writes very sarcastically, and I like how they write on this website. But the title of the article is Amir Khan, I Can Kick Quite Hard. And for the life of me, man, let me just start off with this. I don't understand people's infatuation with this. Like, okay, you boxing fans love doing this thing where boxing is better than UFC. UFC fans like doing this thing where UFC is better than boxing. Dude, just leave each other alone. I don't get it. Leave each other alone. And if you follow both sports, you follow both. Who cares? But I don't understand this thing where we think that a boxer facing an MMA guy will somehow figure out which sport is better or which is the better of the combat sports. How does that figure anything out? How do we know if Amir Khan is equal to Conor McGregor in combat sport? Let me read the article because Amir Khan is a parody at this point. Dude, Amir Khan is just going to call out anybody he can possibly call out to get some money at this point. He was calling out Mayweather and then Pacquiao, and then both guys were ignoring him, and he just kept calling them out and calling them out and sitting on the shelf and calling them out and calling them out and sitting on the shelf and just collecting dust. And finally he hops up and fights Canelo and then gets knocked out. But listen, he's saying Conor spent the blah, 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 blah. Here's the quote. If me and Conor were going to do it, we'd do one boxing and one MMA. It would be a 2-fight deal and would definitely work. Oh, would it work? Does Conor McGregor even know who Amir Khan is? If Conor McGregor were to fight a boxer, would it be Amir Khan? Let me keep going. Boxing is my first priority, but big deals have been thrown at me for MMA. Oh, really? Well, elaborate on this. Big fights have been thrown your way in MMA? Who? Who offered you these big fights? And why haven't you taken them? If big fights have been thrown your way for MMA and this is what you want, why haven't you taken these fights? Is Conor McGregor the only guy in MMA you want to fight? I love trying new sports out, and maybe there could be something that happens in the future if the deal is good enough. Why not? Okay, you love trying new sports out. Great. So what else are you going to try? Or are we going to try to play cricket? Are we going to try to play soccer or American football? What are you going to do? You love trying new sports out. Great. It would take me 6 to 8 months to prepare. Okay. It would take me 6 to 8 months to prepare. It would be a lot of hard training, and I would focus on MMA. I can kick quite hard. And the guy ends the article by saying, I mean, there you have it. Khan's hard kicks versus McGregor's jaw. Easy pickings. Yeah, I mean, look, dude. Is this the most obvious thing that would ever happen? Okay, Amir Khan fights Conor McGregor in the boxing ring. Obviously, Amir Khan wins. Everybody who follows boxing knows that, with half a brain. Amir Khan faces Conor McGregor in the UFC octagon. Conor McGregor wins easy. Okay, there you have it. That's how that would play out. I just saved you the time if this possibly happened. You don't have to order the fights. That's how it would happen. It would be easy for both fighters. All right, so why do we need to keep, dude, seriously, why do we, and Floyd started this with the whole Conor McGregor, I want to fight Conor McGregor thing, and people were like, oh, well, that would be great. Oh, people who obviously don't know, that was like a combat sports litmus test is what that was. All right, if you follow combat sports, you know how that would play out. You just know. Anybody who thinks that that's a good idea just knows nothing about combat sports and how it works. And the same thing with this. This is a bad idea. This is a terrible idea. And people should be telling Amir Khan that. And people should be telling Amir Khan, dude, stop calling out fights that don't make sense. Just stop. Don't do it anymore. Dude, just be realistic. Get back in the ring. Nobody faults you for stepping up 8 pounds to fight Canelo. Everybody knew you were going to lose that fight. Just get back in the ring and fight decent boxers. And you still make a million or a couple million to fight them. Just do it, man. Goodness gracious.